My people, black South Africans are in a very serious danger in Africa right now. One of their truck drivers in Congo has just lost his 2 ears. And according to the Congolese, this is just the warning to South Africans for what they are doing to foreigners in their country. My people, this is no longer a joke. This is the death that we are talking about here.
We have a major breaking news as Nigerians are now telling MTN to finally leave Nigeria as well. Not only MTN, including DSTV. In fact, they stated it that any single South African properties and South African people should move back to South Africa, else they are coming to destroy a lot of things. And this is actually happening due to the fact that South Africans said they want immigrants to leave their country. So other countries are now saying you people have to go as well. Remember, Uganda said the same thing. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section and follow for more.
But we'll be interested to know where the drug dens of Nigerians are. So they can show us where they've been holding the drugs so that we can clean the drugs in South Africa quite urgently.
Okay, before we begin, this may end up being longer than my usual videos, okay? And in case it does, if it does, I'm gonna split it into 2 parts because there is far too much here to ignore, and I refuse to sacrifice nuance for algorithm. So I don't care about algorithm. Some conversations deserve more than 60-second opinions, and this video is one of them because there is something deeply disturbing happening here. And no, it is not simply because a South African minister refused compensation. Governments disagree all the time. It happens all the time. Countries reject demands all the time. That is what is called diplomacy. It is diplomacy. What is not diplomacy is responding to another sovereign government by telling them to show you where the drug dens of Nigerians are. That is not diplomacy. Think about that. Nigeria did not ask South Africa to investigate organized crime. Nigeria did not write asking about narcotics. Nigeria raised concerns about citizens who fled violence, some leaving behind homes, businesses, cars, and livelihoods. That was the issue. Yet somehow, the response became, tell us where the drug dens of Nigerians are. Why? Because somewhere, the conversation stopped being about policy and became about nationality. And that is where the problem begins. Because governments are supposed to separate criminals from nationalities. That is one of the most basic responsibilities of public office. Interestingly, what Minister Nshaveni, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, what Minister Nshaveni and the South African government appear to have overlooked is that her unguided statement was a diplomatic own goal. The issue before her was whether people who fled because of violence should receive compensation. Instead of keeping the discussion on legal standards for compensation, she pivoted to alleged drug dens of Nigerians. She explicitly connected the Nigerian government's complaints to drug dens of Nigerians. You see? Now, notice what she did not say. She did not say, if you have evidence of criminal networks, give it to our police. She did not say, we will continue pursuing organized crime regardless of nationality. That wasn't what she said. Instead, she ethnicized the issue. She turned a discussion about victims into a discussion about Nigerians.
They can show us where they've been holding the drugs so that we can clean the drugs in South Africa quite urgently.
Governments normally distinguish criminals from nationalities, but she chose not to. That minister chose not to. And that deserves criticism, because responsible governments do not speak that way. They don't. They identify criminals, not nationalities. Now, even if she did not literally say all Nigerians are drug dealers, that was never the only issue. Public officials understand implications. Words carry associations. They know the power of words. Words do not only communicate through what they explicitly mean, what they explicitly say. They also communicate through what they deliberately associate. So when a minister, a country's minister, publicly connects a diplomatic dispute with drug dens of Nigerians, she is no longer talking only about criminals. She is inviting millions of innocent Nigerians into a conversation they never belonged in.
This message goes to Operation Tatula and much and much. Now the people you all vouch for, you all vouch for, that took the foreigners' jobs in bringing in my Checkers 6060 and my fast food orders. Listen, I paid for this order. Doesn't mean you came and brought it here. It's our food, right? If I ordered a 10-piece nuggets, now I'm getting 6. Then the driver is telling me, hey, me, I brought this food and came. No, it does not work like. Please, bring the foreigners back, please. Bring them back. There's one thing, rest assured. If there was 10-piece nuggets, and if there's a zombie apocalypse outside, 10-piece nuggets will come to my house. South African drivers, let me tell you something. My food is my food, please. Now I order 3 bars of soap just to give you 1 bar soap. Because that's how it's going down here now. Madness.
Guys, I really thought I wanted to take a day off TikTok today, but you know, my heart is just heavy, and I just want to send this message to our African brothers and sisters. And please, I pray that you will listen to what I'm saying. The last time our ancestors, our black ancestors that owns the land of South Africa, were living freely in our own country was prior to 1652. So from 1652 to 1994, we had no rights. We never owned our country. We were colonized by the Dutch. We were then colonized by the British. And once the British colonization ended, I think it was in 1961, we were taken over by apartheid. So from 1652 to 1994, we never enjoyed our land. And in 1994, we as a country felt it fit to open our borders to people, brothers and sisters who we thought would respect us in our own country. But we were so wrong, because I want to ask a Somalian today, how would you feel if as a South African, I and a whole mass of us South Africans come to Mogadishu and we invade your city and we tell you, you cannot run a business here, you cannot live here, you cannot be here, this is our place. No? Like you do in Bellville. I'm from Cape Town, so I know Bellville. I don't even go there because it doesn't belong to us anymore. I used to live in Tableview. I used to live in Parklands, actually. Little Lagos today. How would you feel as a Nigerian if I went to Lagos and just decided only we are allowed to live here? Only we as South Africans own businesses here. This is not your place. Is that not invasion? Is that not us experiencing colonization again? Segregation again? Is that our legacy as South Africans? Are we just forever supposed to be colonized and segregated and told where to live and where not to live in our own country? Like, really? The disrespect. And we are xenophobic. Right? We are xenophobic. Maar my hart is seer, julle. My hart is seer vir ons land, regtig. These are supposed to be brothers and sisters that are doing this to us. And we are just supposed to accept it. Ethiopians are being smuggled in the back of trucks into South Africa. Ethiopia was never colonized a day in their life. Are they not supposed to be the example for us as Africans? Are they not supposed to be the ones that we are supposed to look up to? Guys, really, enough. Really enough. From 1652 till today, is it just a curse, or what is it that we are just supposed to be colonized forever? No.
Nigerian journalists demand an apology. South Africa say no.
Would you like to apologize to Nigerians? Because I'm a Nigerian sitting in front of you, and I can assure you that I don't do drugs. Neither does my father, neither do my friends, neither. In fact, the vast majority of Nigerians here are doctors. Let me finish, please. I've asked the question, but I have to say this. Nigerians are doctors. Nigerians are immigration lawyers. Nigerians do all sorts of other things, but you chose to talk about drugs. Why?
During government briefing, a Nigerian journalist called on Mr. Kumbuzo Chave to apologize over recent remarks concerning Nigerians and drugs. Responding on behalf of South Africa's government, Minister Mamoloko Kupai said,
I don't think Minister Chabeni needs to issue any apology, because when she stood and spoke as a minister, she was speaking on behalf of South Africans, giving feedback on some of the issues. Let's start with the issue of payments claiming. And her context was that you can't provide compensation when a person cannot provide legal basis of acquiring the assets. That was what she said. No legal basis of acquiring of assets. Actually, I'm responsible as the minister for two entities in justice that actually recover assets as proceeds of crime. If you are here in the country illegally and you've acquired assets, those are classified under proceeds of crime, because in terms of a legal standing, you shouldn't have. So they fall under asset forfeiture unit, and they go into Kara. We use that money to actually fight crime and support victims in this country. It's within our laws.
There will be no apology, maintaining that the minister had nothing to apologize for. The exchange has fueled debates over diplomatic tension, media questioning, and the interpretation of the public statement. Do you think the government was right to refuse an apology, or should it have been responded directly?
South Africans, did you know that we would have probably lost 80% of our South African politicians if this was China? Because look there, once again, 18 billion of the pension funds gone. Nobody knows where the money is. Now they're busy slowly pimping each other. And again, I say 80% would have been, Xi Jinping would have taken the heads off. But you South Africans, you're not angry enough. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. Think about where that 18 billion couldn't have gone. But that's your tax money. Do with it what you want.